Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm happy to have you. If you're my pre-distant subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be talking about and discussing the transition period between Charlie Kirk's assassination and to now. Where is he? What's happening? Did he pass over? Did he go into the light? Where is he? Did he even die? Again, this video is just for entertainment and for educational purposes only as well. And so I called upon, as I was doing my protection spell, I called upon the Archangel of the Angel of Death, and I asked them, like, hey, listen, is it okay if I bring you in for today? And they were like, we're busy, we don't have time for that. And I was like, but it's about Charlie Kirk. And they were like, oh, we got a little bit of time. I can make time for that. So they're here with me right now. I don't know if you guys have the luxury of being able to see them. I unfortunately don't, but I can see them in my third eye. So I kind of can, but I can't see them through these two eyes. Anyway, besides the point, this video is being recorded on none other than Tuesday, September 23rd at 11:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as of when I'm recording this specific video. Keep in mind this video is just for entertainment and for educational purposes only as well. And if you want to help out to support the channel, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, and the bell icon, engaging with the content. Sharing this video with others really help boost the algorithm here on this YouTube channel. If you want to be notified and stay in the loop when you post and upload, there are a few things that you can do. You can go into the comments or the description, follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group, and I will personally notify you when I do post and upload. If you want to be reliant on YouTube, YouTube has kind of shadow banned my channel, you can hit the bell icon and turn on all notifications or all preferences, whatever you want to do. But majority of the time, YouTube won't notify you, but in an off chance, it might. Anyway, besides the point, this is too long of an intro. I hate long intros, so do you. So let's move on. We have the Angel of Death here. I am going to do a little bit of a singing bowl thing to bring them in. They're already here, but I'm just going to kind of allow me to be able to hear them a little bit more clearly. So just kind of sit back, relax. You can meditate to this as well. If you had the luxury of being able to see things with your third eye, you can be and partake in this as well. The Angel of Death is not a negative entity, not a bad being. It's a good spirit, a good person. And I know this from past experiences with other clients that I had. They were able to give a grieving mother who didn't know she was grieving anymore the ability to hold her miscarriage. Her son had passed away during the miscarriage. She never actually got to held ever while I was alive. So, although she was no longer grieving, she wasn't aware of this. The Angel of Death came through during one of our readings, during one of our interactions, and he gave her the ability to feel her son. It wasn't needed, it wasn't an act, but it shows you that the Angel of Death understands pain. It understands where you are. It understands who and what you need. Sometimes you don't even know you're grieving. What the Angel of Death does, and the Angel of Death knows what to do. And even in another instance as well, the Angel of Death spoke to one of my clients who unfortunately had her husband pass away. But during one of our email interactions, the Angel of Death wrote to her and told her what was going on, that he himself was trying to make sure her husband wasn't transitioning over into the light, or in this instance, over to the next phase beyond the physical. But unfortunately, he did not make it. And the Angel of Death told her that eventually he will come back and she will know. But we're waiting to see when that sign comes about. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's begin. We're going to bring in the Angel of Death. The Angel of Death is already here anyway, but I'm just going to allow me to be able to break that barrier, to be able to interact with it a little bit more. We did this in the past, and I'll put the link to other Angel of Death videos in the description at the end of the video. We're going to be using this little amethyst crystal. It's beautiful. It's like a white, it's smoky gray, like a smoky gray quartz, but it's amethyst. We are also going to be using Celtonite to help cleanse the energy, to make sure we keep it positive and clear. It is smoother, so it's going to be smooth energy. We're going to access the angelic realm. I specifically asked for Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael to also come through, so definitely expect messages from them as well. So we're going to have the celestial crystal, celestite I think it's called, and then we are also going to be using tourmaline, which is like shiny tourmaline, and this is going to protect it from any negative energy, and that's also going to be kind of coincide. So you can kind of see this is kind of the setup that I have here, and we're going to go ahead in now And let's see what we get. I can hear them very clearly through clear audience, so I'm pretty fine with that. But for you guys, I'm going to interpret the messages that I'm getting to you directly. But feel free, like I say, you can meditate. I'm just going to clean my mouth for a second because I am a little thirsty. I have a fan literally blowing right on my mouth, and that's not good. Anyway. I'm just going to do this. Hopefully it works. Let me see if you guys can actually hear this. Yeah, okay. Angel of Death, are you here with me? Yes? Okay. We would like to know, well, before we call in, not only you, Archangel Michael, are you here? Yes. Archangel Gabriel? Yes. Archangel Raphael? Yes. Angel of Death? Yes. Of all messages that is spoken today may be of the light, with the light is light. Nothing less, nothing more. Do you guys all agree? Yes. 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 And yes. If I counted correctly, that was 5. Who else is here? Okay, so they're saying that that 5th yes was my subconscious. I was also agreeing to this. Okay. Alright. Are we ready, Spirit? We're ready. Okay. Angel of Death, we would like to know, where is Charlie Kirk? Did he actually die? No. So was that video real? Real? No. For those who were there currently present during the attack, those were actors. Was this entire thing staged? Yes. Why was it staged? We needed justification. Who is we? The Nazis. Are you saying the Nazis are still alive? Yes. Did they ever die out? No. Why did they not die out? They escaped. Is the United States the Fourth Reich? No. Why is the United States not the Fourth Reich? It has always been the original. So are you saying the Nazis could have never disappeared because they originated here? Is that correct? Yes. So you're saying that what the United States is going through right now is its natural shadow. It's what it's always been. Yes. Then why did Germany take this on? It was theater. Why was Germany doing theater? Do you not understand? Hitler was an artist. He's creative. He do many things. He's also a deceiver, a manipulator. Not all is what it seems. This is for a larger story. For a foreign government who seeks to control Babylon. Who is Babylon? The United States is Babylon. Why are you bringing biblical prophecy into this? This is all about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Because it's tied into the Christian mythology. Why is it tied into the Christian mythology? Because they wanted to make sure that they can resurrect Christ. and by doing so they needed a human sacrifice. But if you just said Charlie Kirk's death wasn't real, then who was the real sacrifice? We cannot disclose that at this time. Why was Charlie Kirk's wife, Erika Kirk, not sad? Or didn't appear to show a sense of sadness or remorse? Because he's not dead. And they're not in love. This is a transaction, a transactional marriage. It's not one rooted in love. It's one rooted in business, with a desire for control. Are those kids his? Is he the true father of those kids? No. Why? She had an affair. So where is Charlie Kirk right now? In a basement. And in the basement, are you saying like a basement that's cold and dirty and filthy? And is it possibly you could be referring to the basement as underground, like in the dirt? No. Is he cremated? No. Where is Charlie Kirk's physical body? It's locked. If it's locked, wouldn't that make sense if it was a coffin? No. Why? He's not locked in a tiny space. He's locked in a large space. And would you say that he's hiding somewhere? Yes. Is he alive? Is Charlie Kirk alive? We cannot disclose that at this time. Even though we suggested it, we told you. We cannot tell you too much as it might implicate this reading. Okay. So, who is Tyler Robinson? The shooter, supposedly. He's an innocent bystander, somebody who was a big fan. They needed the perfect guy, specifically one who was in some relation to the LGBTQ plus community. They needed a target. They needed an enemy. They needed to justify the next stage. A part of the Nazi playbook was to determinate homeless people, gays, trans, and to do it was to have a perfect shooter be the one to carry out this attack. This was organized. Was this attack premeditated? Was this attack premeditated? No. Why is it not premeditated? Is it not indicating planned? No, because the plan didn't go on as planned. So, was it intentional for Charlie Kirk to be killed? No. So, are you saying that he died? No, he did not die. Then why was he gushing blood from his neck? Again, that's theater. So you're saying Charlie Kirk's death was just for show? Yes. Why do you think there was no blood in the background? There's no splatter for blood gushing that amount. Where would be the blood? Why is there no blood on his shirt or a lot of it? Or even better yet, you should be asking yourself, if the background was white, where's the blood? Exactly my point. There wasn't. So then those people who were in during that event, who seen it, and even though you said it was theater, and you said majority of them were actors, how were they able to convince those who were not actors what happened? They were seated far away. They couldn't see the detail up close. Those who were close were actors. Therefore, it was never called into question. So, with this event now undergone and has been completed, is it a coincidence that Christians were calling Charlie Kirk Jesus? Or better yet, saying the rapture was going to happen today, actually? Why were they bringing that? Why was this all occurring coincidentally? And especially since the attack occurred less than 24 hours since the 9/11 attack on the Twin Towers. It was spiritually designed. It was being led by the astrology. It was being led by the sign because they were ushering something that does not belong. So are you saying the death was a false prophecy? No, it was a true prophecy. It's about, again, like we said before, to usher in something that does not belong. So did that thing come in? No. What were they trying to bring? The Antichrist. But the Antichrist does not exist. It doesn't exist. We've talked about this many times. It's just a collective of energy. I talked about this with my subscribers many times, that it's just a collective of energy. It's not a person. It's not a being. It's an energy. It's a mindset. It does not matter. They want to take that mindset and they want to merge that energy into one powerful being. So are you saying that what they're planning to do is essentially take a collective of energy, that energy in believing that the Antichrist exists, and to merge it into one very powerful entity? So you're saying that it's no longer a collective of individuals, it's now an identity. Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. So are you saying the attack on Charlie Kirk wasn't meant to be one of a physical attack, but one of immersion, to co-join people into one identity, into one group? They versus them, or them versus us. Is that the better word to say it? Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to add? No. Okay, so I'm a little bit confused. I'm not going to lie. This was definitely enlightening, that's for sure. We already got information on, where he is in terms of the light. They were saying that he was in a large space, but had not been cremated. Doesn't seem to be underground at any point. It did indicate that that he was alive in some situations, which is a little bit bizarre, at least to me. And what else did they mention? They talked about how a foreign government wants the United States to become the Babylon, or to make it Babylon. It's combining that what happened with Charlie Kirk was in connection to the biblical prophecy or the biblical story, that they were trying to create something. And then as we got longer into the video, talked about how they were trying to take a collective of identities or people, individual who believe something, and to turn them into one collective field, so one collective force. The collective force in this instance would be known as the Antichrist. And so I guess in one way they were agreeing with me that I talked about many times on my channel, that the Antichrist is not somebody who's an individual, but rather a collective energy. They agree with me there. But what they said was something different that I never even considered, that they were going to take that energy, that collective, and turn it into one very strong, powerful individual. One with the defining force. And what happens when you have a very strong collective of people believing in one specific thing, a cult, right? There comes a rise of a cult leader, someone who has to lead that cult. And therefore, this would be the Antichrist. The Antichrist is a representation of the entire cult. So technically, the Antichrist is not the leader, but it's the movement with the leader. That's the Antichrist. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to create. They're trying to usher that in, and it coincides coincidentally with the rumor of, of the rapture. Which, by the way, it is about what? It is, ironically, it is 11:59 on September 23rd. It's about to become midnight in any minute. And then we will know the rapture is failed. And the reason why I don't cover videos like stuff like that, unless I get told by my spirit guides that it's important and it's something I should cover, I won't cover it. Because my time here on the channel is very valuable. And to cover something like that is not important, that has no bearing on our life. It's just simply false information. I won't ever cover it. And by the way, ironically enough, I just remembered, we just hit our 5th anniversary. Today is our fifth year on YouTube. So thank you for all you guys who have been with me along this journey. I want to say thank you and I love you. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Spirit? Okay, so they're saying just to upload this video, and that's it. So if you guys want to watch my other Charlie Kirk videos, go into the comment section below or my description. Follow those as well, watch those. And also, I'll also link the Angel of Death video. It's really nice, it's really beautiful. The Angel of Death is a very kind-hearted person, so it's not something you should fear, it's something you should embrace. We're very fortunate as a society that we have the Angel of Death, who's a very kind-hearted spirit, who's willing to help us on the other side. And I'm hoping one day maybe I can talk to the Angel of Death about what happened to animals beyond the physical. Something I never considered, something that I and myself am afraid to talk about. I'm afraid to know the truth about it because in some way I'm not comfortable knowing about what happened to my animals because I love them to death and I want them to be somewhere. And it would devastate me if I find out they're nowhere. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you. I love you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out. I love you.